What's up, John? Man? We got another video. Let's get to it. We got arguably the game of the year last season, man. See this.
And he starts under
Going
center
back at it.
on 1st down and 10.
That killer, dude.
Hands off right side. It's Roshan Johnson. Kyle Monungai unavailable. Picked up a knee injury last Sunday in practice.
Together, and you're right. Little fullback action.
Faking the toss. Williams throws on the run, complete to Dunze. Gets out of bounds in Cincinnati territory. Scampers down to the 36. Scored the winning touchdown in that 47-42 thriller here last year in the regular.
Now, if the Bears play the Eagles, are going to lose. You feel me? I know Black Friday last year, they got lucky, you know what I'm saying? But that's not happening no more. I was going to try to.
Season. That's Roshan Johnson separating inside the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 6. Williams throwing again. Loveland in the flat. Can't shake the tackle. Long snapper standing, the Patrick Manley Award winner last year. And Santos from 45 knocks it through. You did one training camp in Tampa at the end of your career, didn't you?
I did. I made it all through training camp. And my last play, making a tackle, sent me to the operating room.
Fair enough. Taj Brooks on the run. Full speed across the 30, down to the 32. We'll have our eyes on Taj tonight. Last week in his Bengals preseason debut this year. Going short, Dante Myers. You want to see more Dante Myers. And there he is, a gain of 9. 3 receiver set for Johnson. 4 in the rush. Looking to the sideline again. And that is caught. Colby Young, a 1st down.
Let's go right back to number 80.
Johnson trying to get everyone lined up with 2 on the play clock. He got the snap away. Everybody's coming. Throwing complete. Dante Myers scampers out of bounds with a 1st down. Well, Myers gets open.
That's all.
Johnson play fake. 1st down. Throws into the flat. And that's Mitchell Tinsley, who was the darling of last preseason. Gain of 4 to Tinsley. Handoff goes to Milton. Barrels ahead.
Yeah, hell no.
Taj Brooks started the drive. Looking to answer an opening Bears field goal drive by their ones. Johnson will keep this. And darts for 1st down and more inside the 15 to the 12. 1st down and 10, firmly in the red zone now.
They changed? Oh, no,
Johnson looking, throwing, near sideline. Couldn't get away.
I'll let the Browns have one.
3rd down and 10. Johnson throws, complete. That's Myers. He's not going to get there. He's down at the 8, and the offense isn't going anywhere yet. This is a much more manageable 25-yard chip shot. And he makes it look just as easy. Inducted to the Bengals Ring of Honor November 1st.
Mike, I have to say, pound for pound, one of the strongest running backs. Maybe, 190 pounds. He could run over you, kind of run around you. One tough cookie.
Peyton Davis.
He could run over you, kind of run around you. One tough cookie.
Peyton Davis got this out to the 29-yard line.
At this point, it didn't stall the drive, but could have very easily stalled it.
Completing and making his way up the line. Robinson wearing 96 in the middle of the Bengals defensive front. 2nd and 19. This is Ahmed. Got wrapped up as soon as he made the catch by Hayward. Sets up 3rd down.
I love the white helmets and I love the white uniforms. It's pretty cool.
Well, this is a clever way to get the ball in the hands of Dante Myers.
What they were able to do, practice together before this game.
They really whipped up the crowd for this 1st down and 10. Little jump throw into plenty of yards into the 35-yard line. That is Roush getting all the way into Bengals territory to close out the quarter.
And they got to go against their main guys, and so that's what we want to see. We want to see, can they go in the game and hold up against real guys? A lot of really good pass protection there. We've had some penalties to really get some good work in.
We talked earlier before the game about all the competition at all the positions. Give me a little insight on number 52, Cedric Johnson.
It hasn't always been this way, but you're going to have to make very, very difficult cuts in the D line. That's thrown into the wide boundary, and Davis.
He made a break on the ball. Right?
They front four.
They've all made it.
Breaking news. Handoff up the middle. There's Roschon Johnson.
In what we want to do on offense, and it's just great to see him out there. But the rest of the guys have all felt the competition and all risen to it. And it's going to be hard decisions when it comes down to, do you keep this many at this position or this many at this position?
For me, as a former player that's gone through this,
so who do they?
I know that we're not watching a lot of starters, but I love watching these guys that you're talking about, the free agents, the low-round picks.
The special teams coordinators care deeply about these moments. It will be Myers. He's tapping his chest. He wants it. And here he goes. 25, 30, wrapped up and brought down to the 31-yard line. Coming out of Southern Mississippi, and that got him into the league. Undrafted by Kansas City, and then with Chicago for a time, and the Giants as well. Running up the gut on second down and 10. 6 games for the Giants last year. Bengals were looking at him. This tipped and swatted down short of the line to.
This shit kind of lagging. I don't want this shit to start lagging.
Short of the line to gain.
Get her, bro.
6 games for the Giants last year. Bengals were looking at him. This tipped and swatted down. Short of the line to gain, looking for Colby Young. That's Blackwell. He's got his paw on it. Groin injury unavailable this evening. Long throw is caught. Jahdae Walker. The Red Raider from Shaker Heights climbs the ladder.
I like the fact.
Boy, that was not only a heck of a catch, but West Case Keenum laid this one in perfectly. Right over Newton.
Each perfect throw, 36 yards downfield from Case Keenum. Keenum play action, he's looking downfield, and he's going to check down. Ahmed down to the 40-yard line. Loved A.J. Green, says surreal to play in Cincinnati.
Love you too. Great job, man. I really do. I enjoy working with you. You started as a really young kid, too.
I was. You brought me along. 4th down. Bobbled into the sideline. Incomplete. A turnover on downs. And Jasir Taylor makes a big play for Cincinnati on the coverage. Busting up Richardson.
I mean, that's not good.
Case Keenum throws the football right here.
One-word play calls and things that would carry multiple words worth of weight to simplify the offense a little bit and just make it easier to learn for guys. And it made a big difference come the bye week. Nice find by Johnson. Diving effort by Tins. Offense. Johnson feigns, will throw to the end zone. Slapped away. Manning got up and kept it away from Young, who was a great red zone target.
Well, in my humble opinion, I think under center, lineman in a three-point stance gives the defense more to think about.
3rd down. He's running the ball. 2nd and 10.
Johnson on 3rd down and 5. They need the 12. Throwing Young. Caught. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals shiny new red zone target has his first NFL touchdown. He just burnt Dante Manning all alone in the end zone, and the Bengals grab the lead.
But it has to translate to the game if I'm going to be a difference maker on this team. You just saw it translate to a preseason game tonight.
Some potential.
Hoping this defensive front can stand up a 3rd consecutive time. Keenum hands off, and that is a 1st down. That is the 8th target for Young. 3 catches, 48 yards, and a touchdown. Out to midfield. Johnson on the roll, throws, completes, and this is Brooks. Taj Brooks, they wanted to see him show off his receiving capability. Johnson motioning Tanner Hudson around. Johnson to throw. Guns it over the middle. That's caught. Hudson. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
That's been the monster so hard.
And the Bengals offense stays.
To hopefully evaluate him, even if it means them getting in there and maybe not winning a football game.
Whoa, big run field. That'll change the arithmetic for the Bears.
Ahmed's got a lot of reps.
Too spectacular, man. I'm trying to see like
And start to pull away. Needs. Bears do.
Oh, we're not replaying.
Injured, was active for 3 weeks during the season as well. Long throw downfield. That's Jones. At the 33-yard line, Clifford off to a flying start.
I tell you what, according to his right, I loved it. Here in Ohio, across the river in northern Kentucky.
Williams, first down, wide receiver screen. He had to make a man miss, and goodness did he. Tackle made by Daniel. This drive.
Yeah, he's wild.
Continuing to pilot the Bengals. Throwing for the end out over Thomas. He's got it. Touchdown. Wow.
The Bengals might have like a top like 3 back and forth.
And he beat Dante Manning again.
Johnson and his quarterback might low-key be
Put in the bucket
like
to the
Burrow get injured.
Buckeye.
They might be injured.
Former Buckeye.
I like the secondary. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. I did see practice training camp, whatever it's called, when y'all was doing OTAs. A lot of y'all niggas was getting cooked. A lot of y'all. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. Like I said, I know this is the backups. For me, I can't say too much about the backups, but y'all niggas was getting cooked. Now that one dude, I don't remember his number. I think it was like 30 something. He got some decent defense. That one dude that got that PBU in the end zone and then that slant, but I feel like slant is the easiest play to defend. So I really like that's not really shouting to me. Like I ain't gonna lie, you gotta show me more than that. But a lot of these niggas getting cooked and burnt, man. Hopefully, I mean, I don't know. Maybe to be honest, like I said, you know, Gardner. Shout out CJ Gardner. Him. Who else? It was some other good Bears DBs. But I forgot. I'm gonna be honest, I forgot. But they had like when they did have good DBs, it was like Kevin Byard too. It was like 1 or 2. It wasn't all of them. But I'm gonna be honest, y'all, the Bears might need to invest in some defense, man. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know who all they got in the offseason, but
not a Buckeye.
They might gotta rethink it.
You also have to establish yourself, right, as a player in this league before you can become that.
100%.
One is 7 on 3rd down. Yo, Bears, I literally said y'all were gonna win. Yeah, I'll take it back. Yeah, the Bears aren't winning, bro. I'll take it back.
So
I'll take it. Yeah.
I'm not like a rah-rah kind of guy.
I didn't say this, though.
Taking on double teams and offering something different than the other interior linemen. Dante Myers just went back about 10 yards to return this. He's got acres of space and keeps his footing outside the 40 to the 47.
I tell you what, kudos to Scott Peters, kudos to these young offensive line for all the time that Josh Jones and Clifford have had tonight.
Hand off up the middle. That's going to be a loss of a couple tonight from Ben Johnson, but he fell short of the challenge.
Anyway, bro, you should just went the other way.
3rd and 5. Clifford escapes. Clifford on the run, throws, incomplete. Ball got away. Pressure from Martin from behind.
All those type of things are versatile things that help. And so on top of that, especially with Al has such a creative mind when it comes to defense and how he uses his players. So those two things together.
Thanks, Joe Boye. 44 pressures last year, largely.
Those two things together.
Thanks, Joe Boye. 44 pressures last year, largely played on early downs for Seattle. So maybe the sack numbers, back 4 was decimated at the end of last season.
What you got, Clifford?
Back to throw. Clifford launches, looking for one-handed grab. Jack Endries.
We're not OBJ, all right? Let's be ourselves, okay?
And he'll do it from the middle of the logo. Good snap, good hold. Goodness, did he get all of that? Wow. Oh, man. Evan McPherson from 58.
My goodness.
With his in the jungle here in just a few short weeks' time. Clifford airing it out. Did he sneak that in the window? It was intercepted. Picked off by Thomas. He's running the.
I'll be honest with you, bro. Between me and you, there's no way this should happen again. I mean, like I said, I don't give a fuck what you ain't my team, but
other way.
Yeah, I mean, I said you was, top 3 backup quarterback.
And he was down.
Well, I said no. Wait, hold on. Let's take it back. I said y'all might have a top 3. Quarterback room. That's what I said. I didn't say that, you feel me, you're a top 3.
On the sideline.
Completed first. Clifford goes back. Plenty of time.
That's just it's behind. I'll be honest, a lot of y'all quarterbacks be throwing a lot of behind passes, bro. You feel me? Y'all got to throw it up, bro. You feel me? I don't know, maybe he tipped the ball.
Play right there. Wow.
we're going against our defense every single day. So I'm running out of tricks on how to get open against the same guys every single day. So to go against in a different opposing team.
That is Mike Gesicki, third year with the Bengals. Mike, back up to you.
Thanks, Joe. Moss on third down. He is sacked. He is sacked again.
And then Robinson.
Foskey and Robinson meet at the quarter, having the that works. Third down and 8 here for Clifford. Throws the wide receiver screen. Nothing doing that time around. And the tackle made by Jeremiah Martin. 1:05 to play in the fourth quarter here in Cincinnati. 4th and 5, and that fired over the middle, incomplete. Looking for Cincinnati. Fourth. 1:05 to play in the fourth quarter here in Cincinnati. 4th and 5, and that fired over the middle, incomplete. Looking for Ismael.
What the fuck was that? After that, man, hell nah, man. You don't have no shit. Damn, Bengals. Bears. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not putting no more predictions into the games until the season starts. Y'all ruined it. Yeah, I'm not doing no. I'm disappointed. I said y'all was gonna win it, and this y'all do me, bro. Yeah, don't even worry about it. Let's do this part. Wait, is that the Eagles? That's the Eagles jersey. Is that Eagles? Huh? I don't know. How was the Eagles the first thing that popped up on me though? Carter. Who was number 80 as Carter? I thought. This is the first thing. I think for today, I'm still all these prayers, so I'm gonna be able to stay healthy. So all these prayers, your choice or change no matter what it is. Never let adversity or people's opinions change that. I hope everybody be able to focus on themselves if that's what you want for them. So they find a person. And just help everybody struggling to get through the hard times they're in. So you have nothing but best in store for them and your family. Just allow them to allow you to guide them through life. And just know that you're sure. We love them without you. Soon we lose. Well, yeah, man, since I'm real today.